Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a long week of wrestling, but it is a great Sunday. I'm looking forward to nothing.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a good plan. Looking forward to
Right?
absolutely sounds like my kind of Sunday. But hey, good morning, good afternoon on the East Coast. It's that time again. It's Sunday, and it's ATW All Things Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Tony Twist, as always, joined by Miss Heel Liz,
Hello.
who apparently is very hungry. So we need to get this show on the road.
Yes, I'm starving today.
Starving, got the munchies.
Starving.
Well, hey, I want to give a big shout. I want to give a big shout out to a friend of the show. She was on the show a few weeks ago, Monique from the Culture 316 podcast. Did you see her Naomi inspired photo shoot? Did you happen to catch
No, I
that?
haven't. I haven't yet.
Well, you
I've been
need
on
to get,
I've been on and off social, so I haven't seen everything, but I have to. Oh my
well,
god.
girl, you need to get on because you got to check out her Naomi inspired. Um, you got to see it, and she even got a shout out from Naomi on Twitter, and
Yeah.
Sasha Banks. Yeah,
Yes, girl, get it.
she did had an amazing photo shoot. You got to see it. I mean, you would have thought it was Naomi for sure, but you got to
Oh
check that
my
shit.
god, no way. I have to go see it. I have to go see
Yeah,
it.
on her Instagram. So make sure you follow her on Instagram. That's just Mo. She's a co-host of the Culture 316 podcast. She had a killer fucking photo shoot. You got to check it out. It's pretty badass. Always cool to get shout out from wrestlers online. On Twitter. Naomi giving her some love, so that's cool. Big shout out to her. But hey, let's jump into the week. My oh my, what a interesting couple of weeks that has been. We still don't know the identity of the White Rabbit, apparently, but we can speculate. But
Yes.
now AEW, as of Wednesday, Grand Slam, brand new champion. I'm a little sad, but that's all right. Brian Danielson and Moxley went head to head on Wednesday night or Wednesday Dynamite Grand Slam from New York City. And John Moxley is now your AEW World Champion. So shout out to John Moxley.
Damn.
But
Honestly, I was shook. I was shook with that result, but I'm happy.
were you?
I'm not mad. I honestly, like I said, I never bet against Moxley. The only reason why I did was because I was so certain that he was going to take that break that they had mentioned. So I was like, okay, maybe he's mentioning it because he does want to take that break. So I was surprised that he won and is going to continue on and stuff, and not go on his vacation. But aside from that, I wouldn't have bet against him. But that was the only reason why I did.
Well, I guess he was like, if I'm not going on vacation, I'm winning the belt,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
Get your bag. Get your bag, Moxley.
so not only that, but now we have the first openly gay champions in a major promotion. AEW, the World Tag Team Champions are the acclaimed, the acclaimed
Yes. The
Scissor Me Timbers. So, anyways, that was a hell of a, that was
that
one hell of
was.
a match.
I swear I thought that it was gonna be over, and I was like, oh, I knew it. They weren't gonna win. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna win at full gear. And then literally, like, it switched up like 2 minutes later, and I was like, holy shit, they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. And they took it. I was like,
Right?
what the fuck? That was a great match. It was a great match. It was suspenseful. Like it had its moments where you just thought that the claim just wasn't gonna take it, no matter how much hype there was there. That arena, oh my god! I props to the entire crowd. That entire crowd was so live. So I think it just made their pop even better. But them winning, it was awesome. I wish they could have gotten but honestly, I kept saying that I feel like they should get or should have gotten a pay per view win. But I feel like this Dynamite felt like a pay per view.
Well, let's talk about it though, because you had Moxley and Danielson, the Acclaimed versus Keith Lee and Swerve, and then the other big news was former WWE superstar Paige making her debut, Saraya coming out. But overall, I think people, I don't know, on the internet, wrestling fans seemed a little disappointed for the overall show. I think it had it had like a lot of low spots. I don't know. Me personally, I mean, it was a solid show. You're saying it had a pay-per-view feel. I mean, it did and it didn't. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean,
it didn't have that, like, what I mean pay-per-view feel is just the fact that these matches were all great. These were all championship matches. You know, that they were legit. They were, for me, I feel like they were pay-per-view worthy to be on. So I'm just saying, it felt like a pay-per-view like type of win for the Acclaimed because of how big that show was. I'm not saying it was a pay-per-view. I'm just saying it just had that feeling. I was like, okay, I wanted them to win at Full Gear. That was my thing. I wanted them to win at Full Gear. I had been saying it. I was like, probably they're not going to take it this one, but they're going to take it at Full Gear. I felt like they deserved that pay-per-view win, but I feel like this was close enough, especially because of all the hype that they have around them right now. So,
right. What did you think about it carrying over to Friday though for Rampage? I thought that kind of took something away from it. Them carrying over to Friday, they should have just jam-packed everything on Wednesday. Personally, I think. I don't know.
On Wednesday, but if you think about it, Friday was a 2-hour show. So are they going to do a 4-hour thing on Wednesday? On a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. Yeah, probably. But so what was your big thing from Wednesday? Was it the main championship match?
Saraya topped everything. I mean, aside from the Acclaim is like, really close. But Saraya coming back, and I think what got me the most, I loved her pop. I love how she came out and she was just her. She said it was her house, everything. But what I liked the most was the reaction of all the women that were out there from this division. I think for me, that was like the reaction that I was like, holy shit, like this is legit. Like this girl is back, and these, like, like they all know what's up with Saraya. So that's what I'm just like, I think for me, it just hyped me up because of seeing their faces and their reactions. And I was just like, oh my God, it's going to be good. Especially Rebel. I noticed Rebel's face and I was just like, bitch, she was just like, damn, she's here, but damn, she's here. Like that was her reaction. At least that's what I got. I'm just like, girl, that is the exact same reaction that I would have if I was in the women's division and, Saraya came back, returned to the ring. So honestly, I'm excited for whatever she is going to have going on, whether it's helping elevate this women's division in any type of way, whether, I don't care what it is. I don't care what she does. If she gets back in the ring, even fucking better for me. But I'm excited to see her. I think for me, that was like the one thing where I flipped. Honestly, I just flipped because it's something that we didn't expect. And like I keep saying, I expected her to go to WoW. I did not expect her to go to AEW. But I'm excited. I'm excited for her. And so far, I'm sorry to every other person on this card that did a phenomenal job in their thing, but Saraya topped the entire thing. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says.
No, you don't care what anyone says?
No, because no. Saraya's a shit, man.
Well, we're getting a lot of mixed reports. Some people are saying that she's not cleared to wrestle. Other people are saying
clear to wrestle. She was clear to wrestle before she even left WWE.
Well, Dave Meltzer, everybody knows Dave Meltzer. He's saying that she may not be cleared to wrestle. So I'm curious. I don't think they would have brought her in if she wasn't going to be wrestling.
Who knows?
That's my thought.
Who knows? Maybe she can learn. Maybe she can manage and take over the women's part, since Tony doesn't seem to be paying attention, and he's probably paying attention that we're all talking shit about it. So he's like, well, let me just bring Saraya, and he fucking did it. So who knows what she has in store? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, whatever she does, I'm excited for it, because whether it's wrestling or it's just, you know, doing shit backstage, but puts her up in the front where we still get to see her on a weekly basis, I'm all for it. So.
Well, Tony has definitely dropped the ball when it comes to bringing in former WWE superstars. Ruby Soho, Ember Moon, now Athena. Trying to think, those are two pretty big names. Do you think that he's going to drop the ball with Saraya, or do you think that this will actually be something really good for the women's division?
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. We should be hopeful and we should be optimistic about this, because it's fucking Saraya, and I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be going into a company not knowing what she's kind of getting herself into, especially after the whole entire drama that just recently happened. So that's been happening. So I feel like she knows what she's doing, and she's doing it because she knows that she can make or help in any type of way. So I feel like there's definitely something big in store for Saraya. And I don't want to say a championship, because no, I feel like she should get back in the ring if she can, and then, you know, whatever's. But a championship would be, for her to get a championship, on my point of view, I think she would just have to prove herself, just like Punk did. You know, he had his whole year before he ended up getting a title. So I don't want that to be like, oh, you know what, she only has this many matches, so let's just give it to her right away. I don't want to see that. I want to see her, you know, actually compete and have the woman compete against her. She's fucking great. So like I said, that is my input. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody who's bath mouthing Saraya's return sucks, because she's awesome. And the fact that she could even come back after her injury, like, right. Bro, like, you know, Bryan Danielson is fucking doing it. Why the fuck can't she? Like, why does she have to put her business out there that she's cleared or not fucking cleared? Who cares? What if she just wants to make a surprise ass return like she did? I'm just saying, y'all crazy. Y'all weird.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Liz is a fan, and don't be talking shit or she'll come looking for you.
Especially about Saraya. Okay. Anyways, moving on. But aside from that, it was a great match. Okay, Cassidy and Pac, that was a great fucking match, bro. I was like, damn, but I knew Pac was gonna take this one. He had to. But what did you think about it? First of all, before we move to the next match.
I thought it was really good. I think like Pac, that guy, I think he definitely needs a much bigger push in AEW. He's kind of been a guy that's just, I don't know. He's kind of like an afterthought, but the guy puts on unbelievable matches. I mean, he's been great since he was in WWE, and he didn't get his just due there. But this is a guy that Tony Khan has that they could really make him into something pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe it's because, I mean, when it comes to like any mic skills, I mean, I don't think I've ever really heard the guy talk. But I mean, the guy in the ring is pretty phenomenal. So Orange Cassidy's an underrated guy, doesn't always get his due, but he can go. He's another guy that can really go in the ring. So I don't know. AEW, they got a lot of talent. I would really love to see some of this talent showcased properly. And it just seems like, I don't know, guys aren't getting their turn, you know. Look how long it's taking the Acclaim, you know.
Oh, that's true. We'll see, but the Acclaim, people had to like get behind them, because a lot of people weren't. They were heels, yeah. So a lot of people didn't like them. Like a lot of people tell me, oh, they had to grow on me. Like, you know, I'm just like, how? Like, these guys are, but you know, they had to grow on people. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like with them, like their championship came at the perfect time, because this is the craziest fan base that they've had so far that I've seen.
And we never really talk about it. But going back to the women's division, what are your thoughts on Jade Cargill?
I love Jade. Really talked about her. We really don't talk about her because I feel like she just She just dominated. Honestly, I didn't get to see her last match, but I think she's phenomenal. I think she's great. I think at first it was just she was overpowering everyone, so she looked like a beast. But a lot of people started questioning her wrestling and stuff, like her legit wrestling. So I feel like she's improving, and I think she's allowing herself to take all the constructive criticism as possible to help her reign a lot better. So honestly, I feel like she's getting better every week. So I love it. I'm all for it. I was a fan from the beginning. I wanted her to become champion because I feel like that's what she needed in order to help her push herself a lot more, because this girl is dominant, like hella dominant. She can take on every single goddamn female on this roster like without a problem. But I think it was just more of putting on an entertainment type of mix onto their match instead of just dominating like, like the beast that she is. So I'm a fan of hers. I've been a fan of hers. I love her. So honestly, I feel like she's great. A lot of people have other things to say, but I like her. I like her reign. I like her as champion. I like that she's undefeated.
You like that? You like that? Undefeated?
Yeah, I actually do. I really like it because this is gonna help build somebody up to that position where like, who the fuck is gonna beat her? Who's gonna do it? So I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like right now, I really hope that they're starting to put or they're going to start putting attention to the women's division. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. That's my input on the women's division. So I'm happy that Toni Storm kept her title. I was rooting for her. I was like, there's no way that they're gonna take it away from this girl so soon. Which I mean, if anybody would have deserved it, I mean, I was all for it. But I'm really happy that she retained. So I'm looking forward to Toni Storm showing more, because a lot of people have other things also to say about her. Not nice things. They think that she's overrated. I don't think she's overrated.
Toni Storm or Jade Cargill?
Toni Storm.
Yeah. Well, she was solid in NXT. She was solid in
NXT UK and NXT.
But when they pulled her up to the main roster, they totally dropped the ball on her.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. That's the reason why I think everybody was so excited her showing up to AEW, and why we knew that she would be going for that title right away. It made sense.
But what does that say about AEW's women division, though?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I just.
Well, why is the TNT belt seem more valuable than the women's championship belt?
Exactly. So that's why I'm just like, why is Jade not going for? But she just recently said it. She's like, I'm gonna go for it at her time. So, but I think she's setting a bar high for the TBS. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. That's the reason why I'm just like, I feel like this, because she's the inaugural champion. She's setting a high ass bar for this title. So one, she's undefeated, and like, see how long she's gonna, keep it for. And then after that, the next person is gonna have to wanna beat that, whatever days she has, how many title pay-per-views she went being undefeated, retaining and stuff like that. So I don't know. I like what she's doing with the TBS until she gets to the main title, and I think maybe that's probably what they're doing, but that's how I see it. They're trying to set a bar high for that title as well.
So eventually, will she go against the AEW, whoever women's champion is, and then probably lose?
There's no way she's not gonna try to not go for the AEW title.
But she should lose when she goes for that. She shouldn't win when she, like, whoever she goes up against, who's the women's champ. They definitely should put her in the position to lose, not win. But then she doesn't lose her title either, though. That's the thing. It could be for the AEW Women's Championship and not for her championship. So if she loses, it doesn't really take anything away from her.
I don't know.
I don't like when they make people undefeated, because then it's like, who's gonna beat them? You know what I mean? Like the whole thing with Roman, obviously that's taken on a whole life of its own. But But when you have like somebody coming in trying to do like a Goldberg type of streak, I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that's been done once. I don't think they should do it again.
true. But she wants to be the female Rock, so
The female Rock.
yeah, she wants to be the female version of the Rock.
Well, if anybody remembers a lot in the beginning of The Rock's career, he used to lose all the time.
He used to.
He used to lose all the time. But
But she
anyways,
said it.
so we'll jump over to WWE. Monday Night Raw was solid, but nothing spectacular. I think everybody is looking for Triple H to pull out all the stops every week now, and I don't think that's going to necessarily happen. But they're putting on a solid product, I would say, more solid than they have before. WWE's got the attention of the entire internet with this whole White Rabbit thing that they've been teasing. So if you haven't caught it, just for our audience sake, at SmackDown and Monday Night Raw, like in between like commercials and stuff, they're playing Jefferson Airplane, the White Rabbit. They're doing weird stuff with the lights. People are speculating it could be Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, but then again, I mean, it could be. I don't know. Could it be anybody else? Do you think?
Karrion Kross.
But that doesn't make any sense, though. Why would it be Karrion Kross? He's there already.
Because he wants everything.
That's an interesting answer.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know who it could be. I really don't know.
People are saying they've already dropped the ball with Braun Strowman coming back. What do you think about Braun Strowman's coming back? Is it making an impact or not really?
I mean, I don't think it's about making an impact at this point. It's just about getting the roster that Triple H wants to play with.
Right.
I think that yes, there's certain people that are making an impact, like the way that Bayley came in and stuff, and the way Karrion Kross came back, but and Johnny, but there's other people that came back and they're not like oh my god, it's so impactful that I feel like right now he's just bringing back people and people react the way that they do. Like, we just overreact for certain people, and then for other people we're just like, oh, okay. I mean, was anybody? I'm like, this is a serious question. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but like, like, were we really like crazy? Like, oh my god, Braun Strowman, where is he gonna go? Were we really doing that?
No.
To where anywhere where he would have debuted, would we have popped for him? It's just a general question. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I'm just trying to, is what I'm saying. Like, Braun Strowman wasn't like a big ass deal because we didn't make him a big deal. Right. Everybody else was a big deal because we made them a big deal. So I feel like it wasn't like that they're dropping the ball. It's just Triple H is just bringing people and he's just like, you guys fucking react however you guys react. So, I don't know.
Well, I think you made a really good point, though. I think you made a good point. I don't think anybody was looking for Braun Strowman. I don't think anybody really cared too much about Braun Strowman. Bray Wyatt, on the other hand, is maybe the most hype. He's the most hyped person, I think, over the last year. Everyone just keeps speculating. Is he going to show up in AEW? Is he going to go back to WWE? Is he going to go? There was rumors he was working on movies. He was going to Hollywood. And like all of this shit.
This guy is just cooling at his house poolside. And we're over here talking about him like he's about to show up everywhere. And people are photoshopping like, oh, he was spotted out here and he was spotted there. And blah, blah, right. blah. And like, this guy is just probably at home, just chilling, having a cup of coffee right now, just watching all these tweets and just having fun doing cryptic shit. So I like it. Personally, I think it's the most anticipated return that, like, I don't know. I'm excited for it. To wherever the fuck he shows up is going to be big. So I feel like they're planning it. What if he comes back till Mania? Like, they stretch it out that long where people are just like, where the fuck is he going to show? No, I'm just kidding. If he's not the White Rabbit. If the White Rabbit is someone else, then you can definitely stretch out Bray Wyatt a lot longer. But if he is, then you definitely cannot. Imagine.
Your dog
I was
has something to say
shocked.
about it.
Sorry. So
No, your dog's like, I don't agree. It's not Bray Wyatt.
it's not Bray Wyatt, but
No,
no,
how big of a reaction? So if he eventually does come back, a lot of signs are pointing he is going to come back. Will he be Bray Wyatt, or will he be the Fiend, or is it going to do both again? How do you think that's going to work out?
I hope he comes back as Bray Wyatt. I don't know. I don't know. I would like Bray Wyatt, but I don't know what version of Bray Wyatt I would like. Because I feel like we're gonna get a different version of Bray Wyatt this time around.
A different version?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Well, I've always been a big fan of Bray Wyatt. I liked all his different characters with the Wyatt family, with the Fiend. I really hated how they did it at the end. It was really awful. The match he had with Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss and all that, remember? And then like Bray Wyatt's face was different, or the Fiend's face was like different. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like,
and they're doing that burnt shit.
Yeah, and then he's gone, and then they released his ass. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know what that's all about. But how big of a reaction will he get to debuting? You think it'll be huge?
Huge. I'm pretty sure it would get like Cody Rhodes big.
Think so?
Yeah, definitely. Cody Rhodes at Mania, definitely. I feel like they're gonna go head to head at the end of the year. Who had the biggest return, or even Saraya? Sorry, I think Saraya had a huge thing, but yeah, I think those would be the top three if Wyatt were to return this year.
Well, you got Crown Jewel coming up, and then Survivor Series. I guess the thing is, like, when is a good time to debut him? I think doing it at Crown Jewel will be kind of a bust. I don't think they should do it there.
No, I don't think Triple H would do that. I don't think he will do that.
Maybe Survivor Series? That would be the only time, I think, to make him debut.
With the type of matches that they have, hell yeah. I mean, they're having war games. They're having that pit fight shit.
Well, actually, what's coming up right now is Extreme Rules, right? Isn't Extreme Rules coming up?
Oh, that's true. Extreme Rules is coming up.
It was on the poster of Extreme Rules. It was for Seth Rollins and Riddle.
I saw that.
So they had fireflies and lanterns in the picture. So then a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Bray Wyatt's going to make his return at."
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Now that we all called it out, no, I'm just kidding. Who knows? Maybe. I hate the internet, man.
Does he go after Seth Rollins or does he go after Matt Riddle?
I don't know. I think he would do Rollins for sure.
He would do Rollins.
He wouldn't do him like that nasty.
He said he would do Rollins.
No, not like that. Gross. Definitely go after Seth. I think so. Yeah. Seth just has it would have a bigger I don't know, return, I guess you can say, with Seth Rollins than with Riddle. Riddle has hype, but not like Seth. Especially right now with how Seth had everybody sings his freaking goddamn songs throughout his whole matches, bro. Like, this guy is crazy now, like, mad. I love it. I like this Seth Rollins, honestly.
He needs to be champion, personally, I think.
He should hold the title, absolutely. I would love to see a title on him, but I feel like he doesn't need it. He's great with or without it, but with one, I think he could get nastier. What's good, West Coast family? Hey, Kenny. Shout out to Kenny from the Call Up Podcast.
Hey. Kenny was just at, I don't know, it was a meet and greet at like a wrestling store or something, and he met with some legends. He took a picture with, you know who Ming is? From WCW back in the day. He's a legendary wrestler, Ming. I think he's Samoan.
Oh, yes.
Well, Ming is. there was this story about Andre the Giant, and like Andre the Giant like wasn't scared of anybody because he was so huge, and he, a lot of people were scared of Andre. But there's two guys that have been noted as Andre was scared of and didn't mess with. Ming was one of them, and the other guy being Harley Race. So these two legendary wrestlers, Andre the Giant did not fuck with. That he was actually scared of these guys. That's pretty scary when somebody like Andre the Giant is scared of somebody and they're a hell of a lot smaller than they are.
Well, he knew that they knew his point. So, I mean.
So, anyways, I gave Kenny that little bit of knowledge when he posted that picture of him and Ming. I was like, Ming, that's a badass dude.
Damn. Where did he go? Did he go to like
It was like the wrestling guy store. I don't even know. Whatever's in New York, he went to something meet and greet.
That's fucking cool, man. Those are fun.
Yeah. So a little bit of news out of AEW this morning. It looks like Buddy Matthews has asked for his release or is no longer with the company. Looks like more and more guys are trying to leave AEW.
Because there's a lot of people there. So much talent.
Right.
It's because everybody's really good. Like everybody's really good. So there's only a little time that they have.
Well, another guy that just got released from AEW was Bobby Fish, and he showed up in Impact Wrestling this past week.
Oh yeah, I heard. I saw some.
We don't talk.
Stuff, but I didn't see videos.
Yeah, we don't talk enough about Impact Wrestling, but they definitely have a following, and you could see some notable names show up there in Impact Wrestling.
You could. I just don't have the subscription to watch.
That's why you just got to follow everything on Instagram. Then you catch up on all that.
I do, but I follow a lot of shit. So
follow a lot of shit.
What
were you at this week? You posted some wrestling footage. Where were you at?
I was at Thursday. I went to VXS in Baldwin Park. That was fun. I got to see JTG, so I was happy, and a couple other wrestlers that I liked. So, and then on Friday I went to GCW in LA.
How was that?
It was fun.
How was Jonathan? Did Jonathan Gresham wrestle?
Did where? Who?
Jonathan Gresham did he wrestle?
Probably. I wasn't paying attention.
You went to a wrestling show and you weren't paying attention to the show?
No, there was only some matches that I was paying attention to.
So what do you do during the other time that you're sitting there?
I was distracted.
You were distracted?
I was distracted and I was talking, so don't mind me. I go to shows to watch some matches. I'm just kidding, but
did you go solo?
But I did. But since I know like a couple people out in the wrestling community out here, so I hang out with a couple people. So say hi, hang out, have fun.
So Kenny said it was a wrestling store in NYC. It's like the wrestling guy store. That's where you went.
Yeah, I did read that. That's freaking awesome. That's cool. Was it only him, or who was it? How many people was there that he met?
He took a picture with the.
I only saw one. I've hardly been on freaking social to scroll, so I'm sorry. I saw one picture. I liked it, but
you liked it.
I liked it. Damn, dude! Like this week. Oh my god! So let's talk about how Jericho won the ROH champion. I can't believe they took it away from Claudio.
A lot of people.
I'm happy for Jericho. Don't get me wrong. I am happy for him, but they took it away from Claudio. I was so sad.
What does this ROH title really mean, though?
I haven't followed ROH in a minute, but I'm sad that it took it away from Claudio because I was expecting it to become part of AEW so we can kind of all start going to ROH. I don't watch ROH. I could barely fucking keep up with WWE and AEW right now.
Right.
Literally, because I didn't even watch this week's shows.
Well,
It's fucking horrible.
I know a lot of people are mad about Jericho winning. I don't know why. Like, the guy can still go. He is up there a little bit in age. But does it really take anything away from Does it really take anything away from Claudio Stromboli from losing the title?
No, because I feel like he's gonna probably end up taking it back. So hopefully, right? I want to see a title on Claudio.
I want to see Claudio talk on the mic. You know what he needs? He needs a mouthpiece. He needs like somebody to talk for him, like a Paul Heyman, right? Because the guy he's got the personality of a slug. So
well, he's with William Regal, so
yeah. But what do you think they're going to do with that now that Moxley won and Bryan Danielson lost? Do we see Bryan Danielson leaving that group?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
They understand the competition. They understand that they're, I mean, somebody had to lose. It was either him or
Danielson to win, man. Come on.
Like, they both knew. They both went in there and said, one of us has to fucking lose. Like, there's no way. Like, they were both not going to come out as champion or both come out as losers. Like, one of them was going to win. So I feel like they both understand that it was just a competition.
Why are they not
did it? But I hope they did it between each other to where they were just like, you know what? Whatever you guys want. No, I'm just kidding. And then at the end, they're like, you know what? Just tell Moxley he's taking it. Because I know sometimes they tell the ref or something like that. And then, like last minute. Yeah, like last minute, they're just like, okay, we're going to just switch it. Whatever. But sometimes they don't even know. Sometimes they're just surprised. Especially like new winners. Like sometimes they don't know that they're going to win. Assuming like they give them something. That's why you get that natural reaction. The other person knows they're gonna lose when they go in there, like, you're gonna fucking lose shit. But yeah, anyways, or the vice versa. They let them retain and they were just like, just kidding. Told you were losing it, but you're retaining it. But anyways, for this one, they knew somebody was gonna lose. I don't think Danielson's gonna leave. I think they're gonna stay together still. I think they're all strong together. They don't step on each other's toes. So I think it's pretty cool. They all have respect for each other. So it works out. And they look like they have fun with each other. So I don't think he's leaving.
Yeah. What's next for now that MJF is back? What are we going to see from MJF?
A lot of cool shit and a lot of shit talking.
Is MJF going to be world champion this year?
Who knows? Probably. Revolution, probably. I don't know. Who knows?
I need a prediction. Come on.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm just having fun with whatever the fuck he's throwing at us. Like, at this point, like, I don't know. Just having fun.
Well, he has that Joker chip, so he can cash that in. Yeah. It's basically like money. It's like the Money in the Bank thing, right? They pretty much ripped that off from WWE. And they turned it into
it's just an idea. I mean, why not? But anyways, yes, he can cash that in. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see him win it already, because I kind of do. But then I'm just kind of like, I want to see him win it at the beginning of the year and like, ring in the new year like that, Revolution. So I don't know, but if he wins it at Full Gear, shit, I'd be happy.
When is that? When's Full Gear?
November 19th.
November 19th?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we're quickly coming up on the end of 2022, which is nuts.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to go with stuff. It doesn't look like Roman Reigns is losing the title anytime soon.
I don't think so.
Oh
my God, their segment with Sammy was so funny. Oh my God, I loved it. I love that whole segment.
What are they building? Yeah, what are they building up towards with Jey Uso though? Because it seems like Jey Uso is like hates Sammy, right? Like, what's gonna happen here?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know, but this I love. It's
It's
so hilarious.
entertaining.
It's so interesting. I feel so bad for Sammy. Like they did like mean girl status to this guy. Like they bullied him, and then you were like, "Oh, you know what? Just kidding. I got you a shirt." Um, so that's how I saw it. That was my point of view. Um, it's not exactly what Roman did, but sort of. But I think they're having fun with it. But I don't know. I feel like Sammy's just gonna get too close to Roman, and I feel like he's probably
Right.
gonna be the one. Sammy has I feel like he's the hot thing right now. I love that Kevin Owens is a hot thing on Raw. So um I think Sammy's just gonna get really. I think that's his intention to get really, really close to Roman, to where
Right.
Roman is not gonna see him coming. So
You think so?
I think so. I think
Some
so.
long storyline.
Sammy is a little. He will snatch his for a bag. So I think so. I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
What do you think about the Logan Paul match coming up in Crown Jewel against Roman?
For me, I feel like it's just a filler match. Like it's just to not give Roman of somebody just random or whatever is that has already something going on or is trying to get a push, and they're not just trying to shove them in there and then just lose that hype and stuff. So I feel like it's just a filler match, and then it's just to have Roman on the card. But I'm excited for it because I mean, shit. Logan wants to talk shit. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. So I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I don't think he's gonna win, but
Right.
I think it's gonna be a decent match, honestly, because I mean, shit, this dude was impressive. He's quick on his feet, and he likes to throw himself from shit. So I think it's gonna be a good match.
Well, what we haven't talked about is Pat McAfee leaving SmackDown to go do some college football shit or something, right?
Yeah, he's really into all of that. So WWE allowed him to do that leave so he can take care of that. So that's pretty cool.
Do you think he'll really be
But
coming back?
yeah, I think so. Definitely. He loves WWE. Did you
I think that's
see?
I think
He's
that's
close with
weird.
Vince. He's really close with Vince. Like this dude got invited to Vince's dinner party. Not even Ric Flair got invited to this shit, and this dude got butthurt.
Right.
So I don't think he's gonna be leaving WWE. There's no way. I think it's just he has a lot of privilege, but I think it's just because who he is and how he came in is the reason why. So I think his contract is just a little bit more accommodating to his circumstances.
Right.
So
All
I
right.
think it's so I think he's coming back. I definitely think he's coming back. He's so much fun. I don't think he's gonna want to leave the WWE universe. I feel like once he's already like felt all that energy and knows that people feel him because he's just him. So I think he's gonna be coming back. And him and Michael Cole are the best freaking commentary team we've had in a cool ass fucking minute. So
In a
I think
cool
for me,
ass.
period. Actually, for me, period. This is the funnest I've seen Michael Cole. I don't know. I just like it. I've never been a fan of Michael Cole.
No?
No, not really. Like this dude just I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
He's
but I
been
did
around
have fun
forever.
with but I did like I know he has. But I did like his thing with I did have fun with it. Well, I did have fun watching when he had his thing with Jerry the King Lawler like fucking years ago. And they had
Yeah.
this shit going on. Oh my god, it was comedy to me. But yeah, I've never really kind of been a fan of Michael Cole. Like I'm just like whatever's about him, basically. I'm not
Right.
gonna say I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan. So I was just like, whatever's. But right now with him and Pat McAfee, I like it. He's having fun.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. So that's my intake. I think yes, McAfee's coming back because him and Michael Cole, yes, great team. What do you think? What do you think
I don't
about him?
I like Pat McAfee. He's entertaining. I just thought that was really weird that he bounced. I I don't know, but like you said, he might have certain contract obligations that maybe he wanted to get taken care of, and he probably already had that in agreement. Kenny says he was more of a Taz guy. Yeah, Taz was great. I think commentating WWE, he kind of sucks in AEW though as commentator. I don't think he's as good as commentating in AEW as he was in WWE. That's just my opinion.
In AEW, I feel like he's just complains about everything and just talks about him.
Speaking of Taz and talking about his son, what have they done with Hook? Because Hook is like, you see him, sometimes you don't. Like,
He had a match yesterday, last night.
right. But
But
it seemed like there was a lot of hype with him, right?
yeah.
And then it kind of, I don't know, it let
Well,
the steam.
I think it went out after what's it called? He got with Denhausen. They were like all hype all together, and then they had like what 2-3 matches or something like that. At least I feel like they did. And then that's it. And then after that he left. He was somewhere. And then he won the FTW championship, and
Right.
he's
But that
been
was
on, but there's no like, oh my God, it's Hook. Well, yeah, people freak out, in the crowd, but
yeah, because he's undefeated. He's still undefeated. But I don't know what. This is the problem I have with AEW. Like they're like a kid with shiny ball syndrome. Like they're over here, they're over there. It's like, come on, man, fucking focus on shit. Like they gotta have, like, if you're gonna pump this kid up and make him badass, basically make him the male version of Jade Cargill, right? And then he just like kind of withers away, and you don't really hear about him or see him. So I don't know. I just
he was on this. I think he's on fairly enough. I think he could be on probably more, but I think he's on fairly enough for for you to still be excited to see him. So
yeah.
Yes.
All right. So what do you got going on this week? What shows you going to?
So this week what's this week? Okay, so this week, Thursday. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I'm actually wearing my Slice Boogie shirt. So Santino's is going to Santino Brothers in here in Southern California. I kind of like blanked out. They're going to be having a show dedicated to Slice Boogie. He actually had a recent injury that's going to keep him out from the ring for a long period of time. So it is a how do you call it? Like a there's a specific word for it. I'm blanking out right now because I'm high as shit. But they're gonna have a show basically dedicated to him and all that stuff. So anything, if anybody can go, if you guys are in Southern California, you guys want to go and show support and show some love, please go to Eventbrite Center to purchase your tickets. They do have limited seatings because it is in a smaller venue than they're usually at. So but definitely go check them out, show some love, show some support. I'll be there. And then on Friday, I will be going to Vegas. I'm going to be going to Price Sale Pro. I am sponsoring this event, or helping sponsor this event. So I'm going to be out there shooting some content. I'm going to be vlogging. So a new vlog is coming to my YouTube channel because I haven't had one in like 3 weeks. And I've been doing all these shows, but I haven't vlogged. I've been just enjoying life right now. So yes, so I'm doing that. And I think pretty much that's it. I'm going to be driving back Saturday and just enjoying my weekend. So, but Santino's Brothers and Price Sale Pro.
Awesome.
That's what I'm doing this week.
That's exciting. I can't wait to hear about the show that you're sponsoring. You have to next week's show. You'll be telling us all about it.
Yes, definitely. And I'm gonna have I'm already gonna have my vlog up by then. So we'll definitely be having that link for that vlog if you guys don't see it by then. But go follow my Insta so that way you guys can stay updated. I'm high as
Yeah.
shit, bro, and I'm fucking hungry. So what else are we talking about?
We're gonna cut a little short today. That pretty much sums up the week of wrestling for us. Liz has some wrestling to catch up on because she didn't
A lot
watch
of
everything.
wrestling. A lot of wrestling. I'll probably rewatch the Grand Slam again.
Yeah, Grand Slam.
Yeah. So if you guys are seeing my post about the Acclaim winning again,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why.
I'm gonna send
Again.
you the. I gotta send you the, what do you call it, from what's her name, the that she did.
Oh yeah, send it to me. I gotta check it out. The Naomi cosplay. Oh, I love cosplays. I love when people cosplay. Shout out to Brittany Sacco though. She has a sick ass cosplays. If you guys don't follow her already, go follow her.
Yeah, I just sent it to you on your Instagram, and then you gotta check that shit out. She killed it. She killed it.
I have to. Oh, also, if you guys haven't seen, I did help a fellow friend out. His name is, you guys can follow his at is dark_loku LOKU. He's a cosplayer. I met him through Instagram and TikTok. He's a huge Acclaim fan, and I actually helped him with recreating some pants for him. So go check him out. Go show some love to his picture, because those pants came out so fucking dope. I wanted to make them for myself, and I probably will. So go check them out. Yes. So shout out to him.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Heel Liz. That's gonna do it for us today. Happy Sunday. As always, great show. Kenny, thank you for joining us in the chat. Kenny from the Call Up Podcast, big friend of the show. Love Kenny out of NYC. That's going to do it for us today. The AEW All Things Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Twist. As always, joined by Miss Theo Liz. She's hungry. She's got to go because she's got the munchies. So we are out of here. See you next Sunday, everybody.